If you're a business owner who starts posting strong, then disappears by week 3, you don't need more motivation. You need a weekly system that keeps content moving even when you're busy. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact weekly content engine that we use to help businesses publish consistently without burning out and still turn content into leads. Let's get into it. All right, first up, here's the real reason why consistency breaks. Most people think consistency is a discipline problem. They end up telling themselves, I just need to try harder. I just need to be more motivated. I just need to get inspired. But that is not the issue. Consistency breaks because there's no system. And when there is no system, content becomes something that you do when you have time. And look, we've been on hundreds of calls with business owners, and this is the problem that they have. They only make time for content when they think that they have time, which means it is the first thing that gets pushed when your calendar fills up. So instead of trying to be consistent, I want you to think like an operator. You're going to build a simple engine that runs every single week. And that engine has 3 parts: plan, capture, ship. If you can keep those 3 things moving, your content stays alive. All right, step 1 is plan. This is where most people overcomplicate everything. They sit down, they open a blank page and try to come up with brand new ideas. And that is exactly why content feels exhausting. So here's the rule. Planning should take 30 to 45 minutes, not 3 hours. And in that time, you're going to do 3 things. 1, pick one offer. If you try to create content for 3 different offers at the same time, you're going to confuse your audience and you're going to confuse yourself. So for example, with this channel, our offer is monthly creative. So for you, decide what the one offer is that you want content to drive toward. 2, write 5 hooks, not 5 full scripts, 5 hooks, because hooks are the real asset. If you have hooks, you can turn them into long form videos. You can turn them into shorts. You can turn them into emails. A hook is just the promise. And the reason we write 5 is because it removes the pressure. You're not betting your whole week on one idea. Number 3, choose one long form topic for the week and then get 3 to 5 short form angles that come from that same topic. So this is the core concept. Plan once, publish all week. Because when you do this, you stop reinventing content and you start running a system. Now, step 2 is capture. And this is where people lose the week. They try to record content in little pieces every day. And what happens is you never feel ready, you never have the setup, you never have the energy, and you keep trying to force it. So instead, we batch. And here's the target: 1 to 2 hours, 1 sitting. Record your A-roll in 1 session. You don't need to make it perfect. You need it to be clean. Clean audio, good lighting, and a clear message. Because if the audio is bad, the video is not publishable. In fact, that's one of our non-negotiables as we build this YouTube channel. Then right after that, capture 10 minutes of B-roll, not aesthetic B-roll, proof B-roll. Show the thing that you're talking about. Show your process, show your screen, show your workspace, show your deliverable. B-roll should provide and support clarity, not just be cinematic vibes, not just to look good. B-roll should support clarity. Now, step 3 is going to be to ship. And this is where the engine becomes real. So what you're going to do is you're going to edit the long form first. Why? Because the long form is the source. It carries the full idea. Then you pull shorts second, because you're not creating shorts from scratch, you're extracting them. And then you schedule, because scheduling removes decision fatigue. So once your content is scheduled, you can go back to running your business. Now, I want to give you one tool that makes this whole system easier, and that's a pipeline. If you don't have a pipeline, you always feel like nothing is happening, because when you have a pipeline, you can see exactly what's next. So here's a simple pipeline that you can implement. Idea, outline, shoot, edit, schedule, posted. That's it. And the goal is not to make it complicated. We see people overcomplicate this process all the time. The goal is simply to always have something in motion. And look, because some weeks life gets real. You travel, you have client work, you're exhausted. So here's the minimum. Plan 10 minutes, pick one topic, write 2 hooks, capture for 20 minutes, record 1 A-roll, ship 1 piece, and if all you do is keep the engine alive, you win. Because consistency is not about perfection. It's about keeping the machine running. Now, quick warning, here are the 3 most common mistakes that kill this system. Mistake 1, planning from scratch every week. If you start from a blank page every time, you will burn out. Mistake 2 is trying to make every video cinematic. If you're a business owner, your content needs to be clear and useful. Nobody cares if it's cinematic. Professional is great, but clear beats cinematic. Now, mistake 3, no pipeline. If you don't have defined stages, every piece of content feels like a random project, and random projects do not scale. All right, let's wrap this up. If you want content that actually turns into leads, you don't need more ideas. You need a repeatable weekly system where you plan, capture, and ship. And if you want us to build this system with you, Monthly Creative is the program. At its core, we handle all of the strategy, script writing, and production, meaning that we capture and edit all of the photos and videos you need to grow your business. And if you need us to do the organic distribution or paid distribution, we can handle that too. And to be clear, this program is only for service-based businesses and personal brands that are looking to scale with content. You can find a link for that in the description. And here's my question for you. What keeps you from posting consistently? Drop it in the comments below. The team and I read them, and it helps us make the next video in this series. Be sure to like, subscribe, drop that comment, and we'll see you in the next one.